Hey everyone, welcome back to our programming series. Today we are stepping into the fascinating world of machine learning. We will go over some fundamental concepts and dive into a hands-on supervised learning examples using R. So today's goal is to predict whether a car has high or low mileage based on its horsepower. So let's jump right in. So before we jump to the code, let's break down what machine learning actually is. In simple terms, machine learning is a way for systems to learn from data, recognize patterns, and make decisions with minimal human intervention. It's like training your computer to be able to answer questions and make predictions without you having to hard code every rule. So there's some key concepts. First one is supervised learning. In this type of learning, we work with labeled data. That means we know the correct answer for the training set. Here the model will learn from known output and input pairs. It's like having a teacher give you example until you can recognize patterns on your own. And then the model training. This is where we actually teach the model using our dataset. We train it by feeding in data, and it learns to relationship between the variables to make accurate predictions on new and unseen data. Alright, now that we understand the basic, let's get set up for our first machine learning task in R. And first off, we start by loading the DeepLayer package. This helps us manipulate data easily. Then we load the empty cars. This dataset has detail about different cars model, like their mile per gallon, MPG, and horsepower. So let's run it. We are creating a new column called mileage, where we label cars with over 20 miles per gallon as 1 and those below as 0. That means low. This is what our model will try to predict whether a car has high or low mileage based on horsepower. So let's run it, and this is our new columns, and this is the data set. Then next we need to split our data into training and testing sets, setting a random seed with SET set seed 1 2 3. This function ensures we get the same result each time we run this code. We supply the data and use 70% of for training and the remaining 30% of for testing. So let's run it. And now comes the core of our machine learning setup training, the model. We use logistic regression here, predicting mileage based on horsepower. Since our target variable is binary, we specify family binomial, and running summary model gives us a detail about a model, including coefficients, intercepts. Here, coefficients, which tells us the impact on horsepower on mileage. So now, once our model is trained, we make prediction on the test data using a threshold of 0.5. We classify predictions into 1 and 0. 1 means the high mileage and 0 means low mileage. So just run it, and then let's check how well the model did with a confusion matrix comparing predicted versus actual value, and this is the result. Here, this compared predicted versus actual values. The matrix shows us the number of correct and incorrect predictions, giving us insight into the model accuracy. So then finally, let's visualize the relationship between horsepower and mileage. Here I used ggplot. We plot SP, that means horsepower, against MPG with points color coded mile by mileage. This gives a colored plot. Just run it, and here you're seeing the results, and this gives us a clear picture of how horsepower affects fuel efficiency. And that's for today's introduction to machine learning with R. We trained a logistic regression model to predict car mileage based on horsepower, and we visualize the results. In future video, we will dive deeper into other machine learning methods. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.